This one's definitely gonna be a hard one. To be young and in love in New York City. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is time for another video. I am going to tell you guys about my coming out story. It's not necessarily the easiest thing to talk about because yeah, we want the coming out story to be great and everyone accepts it, but for me it's a little different. So just to give you a little backstory, I have been curious about my sexuality since I was in middle school. Actually, my first kiss ever was a female, so yeah, it's been a long process, but me actually saying it to someone and saying it to myself didn't happen until I was about 24. That's when I decided to come out to myself. Now, telling people for me, telling anyone in the world that I'm gay was very easy. You know, people like friends or people I would meet out and stuff like that, that's very easy. But telling my family was when I knew it was real. Okay? It was real. And I knew that once I came out to myself, I needed to be honest with my family about it, kind of get their view on it and really understand how they felt about it, you know, because I needed them to back me. When I came out, it was on Christmas Eve. I know, right? Christmas Eve, who does that? But on Christmas Eve, we were all drinking, having fun, and talking, and all that kind of stuff. I have two sisters, and my mom, and then my dad. And I pulled my sister aside that I really am close to, and I asked her, I talked to her a little bit, and I was just you know, there's some things that I want to tell you. I don't know how you're gonna feel about them, and I just want to be honest with you. And before I could even get it fully out, she was like, so you like to date women? And I was like, how do you know? And she was like, she was just like, I mean, I assumed, but I just wanted you to come to me and tell me. And I was like, well, I'm good, you know, but how do you feel about it? It really didn't matter to her. It didn't affect her. She was just like, as long as you're happy, I'm happy. I was like, okay. So me and her went to talk to my other sister. And my other sister was like, well, truthfully, I can't even remember her response to it. All I know is that she was more let's tell mom. And I was like, no, not yet. It's Christmas Eve. I didn't want to ruin her Christmas Eve if it went negatively, you know what I mean? So I kind of got persuaded to tell her. Okay, so my sister was like, come on, you gotta be strong and say your piece and live your truth. And so I told my sister to go get my mom, and I was like, she brought her in there, and she knew something was up because me and my sisters, we never bring my mom and bring her in to tell her something like this. So it had to be something super serious. We bring her in, and she looks at us like we're crazy. Mind you, she's a little tipsy. So I wanted to get her a little bit tipsy so she can just But she comes in, my sister is like, so O has something to tell you. And I'm like, oh, you just gonna throw me out like that? Okay. And I was like, well, Mom, I'm pretty sure that you have questions about it, but I'm gay. And she was like, you can tell when someone like tries to play something off. She was like, yeah, I mean, I thought about it sometimes and stuff like that. And then my sister asked a question, like, have you questioned it before? And she was like, yeah, I questioned it a lot when she was in high school, because I had a high school girlfriend. I thought my family didn't know, but they did. But yeah, I questioned it a lot in high school and stuff like that. But whatever the case, she was just like, live your life. I don't care who you date, as long as you take care of my granddaughter and take care of yourself, and you're happy. And I was okay with that, but I think since then, if I'm being honest, since then, me and my mother's relationship has not been the best. I want it to be better. I wish it could be better, but it just hasn't been the best. Just something is off. Like, it's not something I feel like she's like distancing herself from me, but it just feels not the same, And I don't want to think that it is something to do with my sexuality or who I date and stuff, but it's just a little bit too coinky-dink that those two things ever since then. So I think it's important when you come out, or if you are a parent that's trying to be understanding to a child that's coming out, is that when someone becomes vulnerable with you about something for themselves and they want to let you know, that's them telling you that I trust you. I trust you with this information. You're someone that's important to me, because if I had to create this situation for us to sit down and for me to present it to you, that means that I care about your opinion. And in that, I want you to be supportive and accept. I think that is the difference between what I'm going through and what my wife is going through, is that like her family accepts it. They don't treat her different. Not saying my family treats me different, but when she goes around her family, she can act totally normal, like herself. But I feel like sometimes when I go home, I can't necessarily do the same thing. As we all know, coming out is not easy to do, but it's something that you have to do in order to be completely happy with yourself, to help you along that process. And that's what I wanted, was to really get to the center of me and understand why I was not happy with the people that I was dating. I tried to fit myself into a little box and say no, you're gonna date this person, you're gonna marry this guy, you're gonna have this kid, and you guys are gonna go on and live a happy life, and your mom is gonna be so happy. But the thing is, I had to stop living for my mom. I had to stop living for what I wanted to be for my sisters. I had to do the best I could for me. And that was to tell my truth. So, coming out is a daily thing. You come out every day. But if you're gonna come out, make sure you do it big. Come out and be proud of it. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of who you're with, who you like, and do it to the fullest, because at the end of the day, it's only gonna hurt you if you don't say your piece. So, thanks guys for watching.